Good morning, everyone. Just another message which probably I thought of sharing with you. Just struck me last night, and plus a couple of questions as well. So first of all, thank you so much for the dialogue that I keep on having from the viewers, and it gives me another push to think and get an answer for it. Okay, so the point is on presence. The presence is in the present moment. So when we say that is, if you want to manifest something, the power of that manifestation is lying in this present moment. So if we all have preferences in life, well, that's natural to happen. Presence doesn't mean you don't hold any preferences. I may have a preference to be with somebody. I may have a preference to not to be with somebody. I may have a preference to work for a particular company or a project. I may have a preference not to work for a particular company or a project. I may have a preference to live in a particular country or with someone. I may have a preference to not to live in a particular country or with someone. Now, we all have preferences, and that's quite natural to have. I may have a preference to eat something. I may have a preference to not to eat something. But till the time my preference is not materialized in physical reality, I have to be grounded in the presence, which is the now, the present moment itself. Because this moment itself is complete. Your preference is getting materialized at that point of time or not, that should not be influential to the present moment. Because the wholeness and completeness has the power to manifest that preference of yours into physical reality. But then the point here is that your preference or your presence is something that going to make you manifest. And why I'm saying this, because if you're not in a habit of being complete with the wholeness in the present moment, irrespective of your preferences, then even when you materialize this preference of yours in physical reality, you'll not be able to enjoy that manifestation, because the mind patterns that you have, the narratives in your mind that you have at that point of time will be thinking for the next future successive preference. So for example, you have a house, and even if you've not that manifested that house, no matter what the present moment is there, it should be complete in your life. I'm not asking you to give that preference. If you let that preference go in the silence of presence, it will manifest to the best it can, and you will enjoy, because you are a person who lives in the present moment. But if you are a person who's always expecting the successive future moment to be better than the present one, then even when you manifest it, you would be rather entangled into something that more to come. So even if you have the house, you may be thinking of having it maybe a better than this, or probably you would be thinking that it's not what exactly you wanted. So the narratives and the mind patterns and the thinking that keeps on, the chatter that keeps on going within you, the day you step out of that, you get into the present moment, because that's not you. You have to observe that. So you cannot hold thinking, and that's not the idea. You have to transcend thinking. And when you don't identify with any thought that comes, it doesn't really matter. People like you or don't like you, or they are in your life or they are not in your life, or will they come back or not come back, or you get this job, or you need that affection, emotion. These things only matter when you identify with your thoughts. And once you don't identify with your thoughts, you are completely in the wholeness of the presence, which is the present moment. And whatever you have as your desire or intent to manifest, you need to release in that moment, and it takes care of itself. So the mechanics of manifestation is there in the intent itself, if it's left the way it is in the present moment. So even when you manifest something, it's just the intent which is taking a physical reality. So you may become very rich, but you are not richness. If you think you are the richness, then that manifestation has no resemblance or has no reason. Probably that could also become, that manifestation could also become the reason for you, for a unhappy life tomorrow. So the point is, you don't identify with thoughts. You observe them, and they will take a peak and go down, and that's this, and every thought will have an emotion entangled with it. So once you start doing that, you are grounded into the presence of the present moment, and where exactly is the manifestation power lies. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it to the point here, and thank you so much. Keep on writing me, and we'll keep this dialogue on. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Be productive, be engaged, but not be entangled. Thank you.